Let's go.
Hey everyone, what's going on? This is the Ninja Reviewer here, and I'll probably do the. I was actually gonna do the Fairy Tail episode. It's always weird how I do these first, but I'll do the Fairy Tail episode second. But I just want to get this out of the way because this is basically, hopefully, going to be a very quick review because obviously the episode is just pretty much simple. But now watching this the first time, like I found just maybe like one little complaint about it, about like Applejack's like character, I guess I would say probably in this episode. But after watching this a second time around, I actually have to like change my mind. Even though it's whatever. I mean, we're all used to this pretty much by now when it comes to the character of Applejack. I don't mind. But after rewatching this episode again, because I'm thinking, wait a minute, what was like the whole lesson to this whole episode? I mean, yeah, Applejack pretty much, learned her mistakes and all that, but it's like I don't really get what the whole point of like this whole lesson thing was until I watched it the second time around. I'm like, oh, okay. So after watching it the second time around, I fully understand like what the whole lesson here is pretty much trying to accomplish. But anyways, without further ado, this is My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, Season 5, Episode 2 review. Now, episode 20. Now, this is Heartsbreakers. Can't pronounce the fucking name right. Heartsbreakers, whatever it's called. I don't care. It's fucking episode 20. Goddamn, I can't pronounce everything fucking right sometimes. I mean, yeah, I know it's heartswarming, but it sounds like I don't know. It's whatever, because when I hear Heartbreakers, I'm thinking of Heart with no H in it. So it's like, it confuses me, damn it. But anyways, this episode, overall, I really loved it. I think this was a really awesome this is actually the second Heartswarming Eve episode we had in the series. Yeah, I know, only second, which is like kind of a shame because season 3 was so short, season 4 didn't have one, so here we are, we finally have one. Just like the Halloween episode that's going to be next week. But since it was already leaked about maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago, maybe close to a month, like before reaching October, I might actually do that review also pretty much during this week, because the thing is too is that I've already seen it because it is closer to Halloween, so I already watched it the second time around. First time I watched it when it was a big thing, excuse me, but unfortunately YouTube didn't have the episode. They had it for a while, but then they took it down like after like maybe I don't know how many hours later, but apparently it was, if you already know, now you know, Apple pretty much done goofed, and there was a glitch in the iTunes store, and apparently they thought that episode was supposed to be episode, what was it, like, 15 I think it was supposed to be, or 16, I forget. I think it was supposed to be episode 16, I'm not so sure, but things got screwed around. Apple totally followed whatever schedule it was supposed to be originally, and long story short, it got glitched out, and it was on the Apple Store, and people bought it like that. Like, they bought it when it was, like, the hottest thing, like, since hotcakes. So, yeah, so because of that, long story short, it was lit. And then mostly every other site, had it. Since I don't really have Discovery Family and all that, I was able to actually, well, I was gonna wait until Halloween, but I'm like, it's pretty much gonna be spoiled. Everyone's probably gonna already watch this episode anyway, so it's like, I mean, it wasn't really anything spoiling anything too majorly big. I mean, it's a holiday episode, for God's sakes. It's not like not really anything important was going to really, really happen. Same with this episode. This was pretty much a holiday episode, except we noticed that Apple Bloom still has the cutie mark. So that means this was also after when they got their cutie marks. Now, I don't know if the Halloween episode or the Nightmare Night episode is supposed to indicate that if they already got their cutie marks, because when people watched it when it was leaked, they didn't know, because, she wears a costume, they didn't know if that was canon with that, because of course we're wearing costumes, so we couldn't see fully up close, because it was really zoomed out, so we couldn't really see. So I don't know if that was the same time where they got their cutie marks, or maybe that was before that. Who the hell knows? We don't know. But anyways, enough of that. Let's get to the episode. So with this episode, it's basically since we found out that Applejack and Pinkie Pie are technically sort of cousins. Well, Golden Delicious, it's possible that maybe she is sort of like related to Pinkie Pie also in a way. But again, the stupid certificate thing at the end of last season didn't really show anything. So I'm assuming because something with the document got lost, I think, or something was smudged with something. And you can tell that Golden Delicious was definitely like Pinkie Pie because she had the little puffy tail. She had like some like dessert things going around her office, even though I don't think it was really that much edible anymore. At least I don't think it was. So yeah, so you can obviously tell. So you know what? Either way, it still technically sort of counts. So either way, they're still pretty much cousins, because you know they're pretty much almost like Farmville kind of like families. But anyways, we see that they're pretty much going to celebrate Heartswarming Eve together with Pinkie Pie's family, which was really awesome, which I loved already, because finally we get to see Pinkie Pie's entire family after all this time, besides Maude, because Maude's my fucking girl. And of course we get Maude greatness in this episode, and it's just, it's funny as hell. She didn't do anything crazy or cool like she did in like maybe when we first saw her, and I did like the little burn that she did with Discord and way earlier this season, which I thought was actually pretty funny. So, but she was still pretty funny, you know. She was still basically Maude either way, so it was cool. What I really wish she could have done, just like with Pinkie Pie with her saving her from the boulder, I really wish she could have done the shit like fucking JoJo, like JoJo, fucking just like do the rock shit. I would have loved her. Just, I mean, if she has like really massive strain, she's really serious. Like maybe it's like a sense of danger sort of thing. Maybe that's why. But this is just pretty much pushing the boulder. And I just like her personality. It's like, yeah, you know, I'm pushing just as hard as you guys. It's like, well, it was pretty funny. So. It looks like we see kind of a little more more and more emotion with Maude, because now it seems like she has sort of some more emotion when it comes like to Maude's character, and I love it. And then we also get to see this other sister she has. And, like, we all thought they were called Inky and Blinky, like some people predicted, but not really. It's basically, I think it was Limestone and the fuck was her name? The one that they're officially shipping with with Big Mac and with Big Mac and what? Oh God, it's Big Mac and where the hell her name is? Shit. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh, Marble. That was her name. Oh, okay. There we go. It was Marble. It was Marble Pie. There we go. Marble Pie. That was her name. Thank you. Now we got it finally. It was Marble. The one that's sort of like, I guess just a little bit younger than Pinkie Pie, but not that young. And she is so adorable. She's like an adorable Pinkanina. And she's kind of like the female version of Big Mac, because like how Big Mac's trademarks are always like, yep. You know, as we all learned in the Sisterhood, she doesn't really express his powerful emotions in communication until like it's really something that he wants to say on his mind. I really wish it could be the same thing with Marble. That would be kind of cool. But it was still cute. But her thing is like, like that kind of thing, like in that cute way, not like, you know, not like sassy, not sassy like girlfriend, shit like that. Like it's not like that at all. Like it's really cute. Like you have to see it for yourself. It's so adorable. So I really like it. So again, this episode I really loved a lot. Like, yes, it had a lot of feels, especially when Pinky, like, you know, Applejack kind of felt, you know, like an asshole about pretty much forcing her traditions on the Pie family, which, you know, then, you know, after a while, after watching a second time through, I realized that was a little bit of a nitpick I have with the episode, because Applejack's understanding, you know, of course she's stubborn, but after watching the episode a second time and knowing, you know, now that she actually learned, and the way the lesson she said at the end, where even though they have, you know, their traditions and she has her traditions, and instead of just forcing it on her, she should learn more about their traditions, and she should teach them how they celebrate their Heartswarming Eve. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give them a little history of how they celebrate and stuff. And, you know, how their tradition goes and how their tradition goes. Just, you know, just to get to know each other, to get the bond with one another. It may take some time, but maybe they'll get used to it like every heartwarming Eve. So that was a really strong lesson I really, really loved. And I really agree with that. I really do. If we just take the time to know each other, our traditions, and stuff like that, then we can truly become one as a family and we can agree on something. So I really like the whole lesson there in general. And it was also pretty funny too. Like, I like how their traditions are different. Like, they're expecting, oh, some fancy, awesome Christmas, oh god, heartwarming dinner sort of thing traditionally, but no, apparently it's rock soup, and it's kind of funny. It's like it has a little, not a ladle, but like a little thing. It kind of reminds me of the things you put like on the clamshell or something like that. Like, they didn't look like rocks, they look like clamshells for some reason. They like, you pour, I think, some kind of sauce or some shit to the rock soup or something. I don't know, but yeah. So they weren't really, digging it to tradition, but it was only the other Apple families that kind of, they went with it. Even though it wasn't the best traditions, it wasn't really what they're used to, or not anything out of, the norm. Yeah, I mean, even though it's not part of the norm, but it was still, something they have to, get accustomed to, pretty much. Apple Bloom didn't mind. She started to get more of a bond with Mod Pie. And Pinkie Pie's mother and father sort of gotten more of a bond with Granny Smith. And, Big Mac and Marble, they kind of have their thing sort of. If there was a mistletoe there, I would have been like, stop it. You're just forcing the fucking ship the fucking, like, stay steady, straight through the iceberg, Titanic. You're here, you're everything. Fuck that, no. But, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh my god. But it doesn't matter, because what if they're actually blood-related cousins? That would be kind of a bit fucked up, though. Now if you think about it, don't you think? Because think about it, if they're really blood-related cousins, why would you even want to ship them? Or unless they're not blood-related, maybe that's what they told us in the last season, then, maybe it's possible they can... Yeah, they could do that, maybe, but... No, let the fandom decide that. Let their imaginations run completely wild. I don't know, but I don't know. But anyways, I don't know though. But when it comes to like, this episode had a lot of funny moments, and the feels were totally strong, especially when both of them were depressed. Like, she didn't mean to ruin everything. Oh, we got Limestone. I forgot about her. Yeah, she was a total biatch. Her personality is kind of like Gilda, but I think kind of more bitchy than Gilda's, because Gilda had that like tough girl attitude. Hers is pretty much just like a total biatch in general. Like, people like, oh, get off my rock, man, like, this is my farm, man. Like, it was kind of, okay, maybe I could have given a bit points off for her, but it doesn't matter, because we all have that kind of bossy kind of sister or brother in the family, so it makes sense. We're kind of used to it. Oh, not all families are perfect, so that's kind of cool. People can relate to that. So yeah, so we got her. So I don't know, what was she teamed with? She had nobody on her team really. That's kind of sad, unless she was teamed up with maybe Apple Bloom, but I don't know, because I know I did some like scavenger hunt thing where I was supposed to look for like a boulder, even though it was like fucking a pitcher and not like it was a stone, and basically it's a picture of a stone. And Pinkie Pie was like, why? That's silly. Why would we have that real stone here? Like, what the hell? But then pretty much it kind of hit, like the feels were real when like they separated, where they felt bad for each other, that things didn't work out. Like, the sad goodbye that they had to do. And, just in general, like, I don't know. It was just like, they felt bad, but, hey, in a way it was kind of Applejack's fault, but in deep down she didn't mean to. They were just misunderstood, and it was kind of sad just to see them separate. So we did get a lot of feels, for that. So not only that, it was heartwarming, hence the title, Breakers, whatever. Mainly though, yeah, so a lot of comedy moments, especially, I like the little rock things, the little rock dolls, they were cute. And I like Twilight's and Spike's little dolls at the beginning. Like, they kind of look like voodoo dolls a bit, which, I don't know why. But they kind of look like cute little voodoo dolls, like of them like on their chimney and stuff. And Spike, not Spike, Twilight, nah, not cool, Twilight, not cool. Giving Spike a fucking book, really? Really? Give him a comic book. I'm like, don't you know your own little assistant or your own pet better than anyone else? Why the hell would you give him a damn book? I don't understand. If you love books, Twilight, get your own goddamn book. But seriously, like, why? Whatever. I mean, she's a book fiend. Like, it's like, yeah, it's like fucking drugs to her. Like, she needs that book. But whatever. Bottom line though, this episode was really funny. It was heartwarming. It was a nice little feel comedy, traditional Christmas kind of special, and it was really good. Now compare this one to the old one that we had, and I also like the little history too. It was really interesting. One more thing really quick, because I know this episode review was already 15 minutes long. I said short. It's never that way. I know. But there was just a lot of things I want to ramble that were so cute and so funny. But here's the thing. One little last thing though, the history behind the whole Rock family thing when it comes to them finding like the egg-shaped boulder thing that Limestone was pretty much complaining about. Like, she said that was actually found from born from a dragon, so it's a baby dragon's egg. A big, giant egg. And I'm like, yo, that shit is huge. Like, what? That shit landed on the fucking rock form, and that's why their whole entire landscape was shaped like a rock. So it was very interesting to see some world building with that. So that was pretty cool. Like, I really like that. But anyways, enough of that. I already made this review a bit longer than expected. So overall, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. Definitely a really awesome, heartwarming episode. Then again, compared to the last one we had, I would say this one was a lot better. Because the other episode we had was pretty much just like a little play that they had of the history of Heartswarming, like how Equestria was formed and stuff. So that was pretty cool. But I think this episode was definitely kind of better because of just... It was just very interesting. Like, it really... Well, okay, I would say both of them were actually pretty good on par. They were both pretty good. Now, compared to the Halloween one with that and Luna Eclipsed, which was the first one, I'll get to that in the review on which one I thought was a better Halloween or Nightmare Night episode. But regardless, a perfect 5 out of 5. I found no complaints. I enjoyed it. I cried. I laughed. It was heartwarming. Again, hence the title. So I'm done. And a big mistake. Why do we have a Christmas episode at the end of October Halloween? Makes no sense. They done goofed with the schedule of the episodes, I can tell you that much. So that's it. I'm done. Again, 5 out of 5. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And did you decide to watch this one now, or did you guys decide just to wait until actually the holidays coming up and just maybe skip this one this week? It's up to you though. It's not really too... Well, actually, no, scratch that, because this is actually a canon-based episode, because we do get to see the rest of Pinky's family, so yeah, you consider this episode not filler, but mainly canon, because, you know, the cutie mark and all that, Apple Bloom, so yeah, so it's actually canon. If you want to watch it, it's totally up to you, but if you want to, it is canon, but if you feel like, you know, if you want to get into the holiday spirit, you'll kind of enjoy it a lot more, maybe a ton of billion more if you're in the holiday spirit, but for me, it's going to be Halloween soon. Even though I think it works really well for a holiday episode, it's perfect for a Christmas episode. Definitely not the right time to show it now before Halloween comes up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They already forced this freaking holiday so much up the butthole it wasn't even funny. Before Christmas even it comes around. So yeah, so I'm done. Again, let me know your thoughts, comment section below. I am done. Peace. Have a nice day. This is the Ninja Reviewer signing out. And my manga fans, keep supporting what you mean and what you watch. And bro hoof to you bronies, Brody on. Stay tuned. Not next week, but who knows, early as a bonus, I'll review episode 21 because it was already out way beforehand. I'm going to watch it again a second time just to get my full head synopsis straight of Scaremaster. So you may not see it on Saturday, and again, I'm going to be busy doing stuff for Halloween. And of course, I am planning the big one with the Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the Halloween update, and crap like that, you know, what's going to be in store for Halloween. Maybe FNAF World, maybe, I don't know if the demo is true, if it is going to come out Halloween Day, but I don't know. But anyways, that's it, I'm done.